Let me show you my DraftKings. I forgot my password.
See, we should just stream this too. We'll
Yeah.
figure that out. We'll figure that out eventually. This will just be audio only. Should we introduce the podcast? I like the name.
The what? Oh, what are you gonna say? Welcome to the north-south position.
I mean, I don't care about all the formalities, but I feel like yes, hi, yes, welcome everybody. This is the first ever
You
episode
gotta
of
have intro music, man.
fuck that, dude. That's not happening. No one's this is the people just want to hear us like ramble. No one people are going to be in their car. They're going to be like, "I saw those shitty ass fights. I
They're
had
not
to
gonna
deal
know
with
when it
life.
starts if we're just rambling. They'll be like, "Oh, is this when it
I
started?"
want to talk about how big Holly Holm's vagina is
Dude, but everybody knows these answers already. Like, you gotta talk about
in
like
my
John
car."
Jones ran through Holly Holm like 7 times. We know this.
You know, um God, that gym has deteriorated. I didn't want to just like jump right
What
into it. What were you just
gym?
talking about? We were just
You're
talking
talking
about
about
your
John
DraftKings
Jones
gym. No,
gym?
Jack and Winklestein, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's called John Jones gym. Those
Jack
guys
and
are
Jack and
jokes.
Winklestein.
The guys
John
have zero
Jokestein.
fighters now. They literally ran on that guy's coattails and Cerrone's and maybe like a couple other fighters that were decent out of that gym. But other than that, like
Cerrone has never had
downhill.
coat. No one has ever said Cerrone's coattails before. This is an interesting concept.
Well, it is when Cerrone's winning 5 fights a year, getting paydays. They're getting money from that. I'm just saying he did them any well, win him titles or anything, but he's definitely a popular fighter, and so you definitely get people looking at your gym from him. Where does he fight? So yeah, easily, because he was successful. Doesn't You don't have to be champion to be successful.
Well, I mean, people liked Cowboy, but he was just a fucking. He's like a kind of a gimmick, essentially.
Hey, he was. Well, he could never. He always
Speaking of which,
he
my
folded.
boy's coming back, so I'm very happy about that.
That's
Odds
good.
are, Connor's talking shit. He's got a new set of teeth, which I don't really know why you would get a new set of teeth and then fight
Because you're
again.
rich. You don't have nothing to spend your money on.
I guess it doesn't matter, does it? If you have $500 million in the bank and you spend $20,000 on your beautiful teeth, it really doesn't fucking matter if you break them again in the next fight.
Oh yeah, nah, dude. I bet you those things won't even break. Or like veneers and shit. Super
Yeah,
expensive stuff.
probably he could probably like headbutt a dude with his teeth and
They
just
got mouth
fucking
guards and stuff too.
murk him.
Nah, Connor broke his leg. He don't give a fuck about breaking any teeth. Dude snapped his leg in there. That's
What else
horrible.
was what else was on? Did we watch were there weigh-ins? I didn't see the weigh-ins. So you didn't see the card and then oh no, there's no weigh-ins. What am I talking about? It's fucking
I didn't
Sunday.
see the card, but to be honest with you, I looked at that card and I was like, whatever. I didn't give a shit about watching them.
No, it was horrible. I watched the whole
Yeah.
thing. I watched
I'm
every
sorry.
fucking single
I've
fight.
been watching this shit for too long for me to sit here and give up my weekend for a bunch of no names. Yeah, some of them are decent, and most of them are old. I'm not here to watch that. Like, I like the fighters and everything. It's all good.
Uh, there was a lot of fucking upsets. I'll tell you that.
I
Should
know,
we
but
go
it's
through the
MMA,
card
right?
and all, or do you not even give a
Yeah, we
fuck?
can go through it. I mean, there was some upsets, but
Caitlin,
even
Caitlin Vieira, whatever the fuck her name is, she wasn't supposed to win.
she
Ho- eh,
wasn't. I
Holly
actually picked her
Holm,
too.
I thought she looked more fresh, but in reality, Holly Holm was doing better, but she just didn't look as fresh. She's just old. She's just an older fucking person. She's 40 years old, so when she fucking throws a punch, it's not as elastic.
I mean, you can
Kate,
call me sexist, whatever, but women don't need to be on the main card. I'm sorry. Not with the fights they've been having. Unless you have fucking Rose versus fucking the Chinese chick every fight, you know.
I
I don't
don't.
know, man. The technique is not there. They literally have been sitting there developing for years now, okay? Like they've
Holly
been
Holm
they've been in the
is
scene
the
for a while now.
female Donald Cerrone, though. I mean, like, if you're gonna talk about Donald
Yeah,
Cerrone
but
being
dude,
like,
you want to sit there and hear Holly Holm every fucking punch? It's super annoying and it's fucking like I'm watching kickboxing, karate and shit. Like it's weird, bro.
"Geekbuzzing," yeah, but
Hi-ya! Come on, bro. You know
you're
that's
coming in
annoying
pretty
as
hot with
shit.
that. Um, yeah, but I don't. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Uh,
She almost fucking kicked Ketlin in the fucking head, and then she started doing the inside oblique kick, whatever the fuck it was, the inside knee kick.
that's the Winkle joint kick, man.
She almost fucking destroyed her knees, which I would have been very happy with.
Do you think she won that fight?
I think she edged that fight, and I'm surprised. Like every fight, uh, was like an upset,
What
like
about that
odd.
Hooper fight? That motherfucker scored a lot of
This
points.
oh, there's a preliminary card too. I saw that too. I thought, hold on. Oh, I didn't see that.
So I think the Hooper fight was
Oh
good.
no, I fucking completely missed. I knew there was more fights. I completely missed
Yeah.
the undercard.
I think the
Started at
Hooper was
4?
good
Oh my
because Hooper
lord.
scored a shit ton of points on DraftKings, and you don't score a lot of points unless you fucking destroyed somebody.
Sorry, I'm just going through the card now. I was trying to figure out like what happened there. There had to be another fight I saw. Nope. Nope. I didn't see any of those preliminary fights. That's
Oh,
wild. Yeah, I came in and I think the fights, what do they start at 7? Yeah, they started at 7. I think I started watching at 7:06 and I was like, wow, the fight started already? That was pretty quick. I didn't
yeah,
realize that they started at 4. But then I was thinking like in retrospect, like, wow, that was a really short card. 3 hours
yeah,
doesn't make any sense. But yeah, no, I didn't see Chase Super. I would have liked to see Chase Super. He's
yeah, dude.
jujitsu,
That's
right? He's a really good grappling
well.
dude
I mean,
or striking. I
he's
don't know.
basically
I haven't
he's
seen
like
him in a really long
O'Malley's little
time.
brother, right?
No, he doesn't. I mean, they don't do anything similar, do
Aren't they
they? They
hella
just look.
young? I think they're
Yeah, but
both young as shit.
they just look the same. Like him and Ben Askren would joke around too that like they're related, but
Is Chase Hooper the same
Chase
weight class? He's
Hooper
featherweight.
is
Uh, what is it?
145, but
He's bigger than Malley.
Sugar Sean
135.
O'Malley. Sugar Sean O'Malley is 135 pounds, and guess what? Both of his feet are broken.
Really? Both his feet are broken?
He broke both of his feet.
How the fuck do you break both your feet?
Sugar Sean. I just typed in Sean 135, nothing came out. O'Malley. Mick O'Mallerson.
Matters. Yeah.
5'11".
I didn't watch this card.
It was bad. It was really bad. I mean,
I mean,
it was weird. It was just a weird card. It wasn't great. I was
how was
expecting no one to join, and then no one joined, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was hoping at least somebody would fucking come in.
um the next card don't look that great. Let me see this next card coming up. Volkov versus Rosenstruck.
UFC is gonna
Ah,
be kind of dead for the next couple of weeks, which is good because that means I can actually try to get my shit together a bit and like get everything working with the podcast and try to figure out how to do things a little bit. The next fight, there's only one fight in this card. What the fuck? There's only one fight scheduled next week. Is it next week? There's no way this is next week, and there's one fight.
they just haven't said the whole card yet, probably. They
Yeah,
should
but
have though.
UFC June 4th. No, it's June 4th. No, 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 no. We've got
This ain't
some
next week.
time. No,
This
no,
is 2 weeks away.
no. We
No,
have
there's
some
no
time.
fights. No fights next week.
Wow, what a fucking time to fucking start an MMA podcast.
Yeah, no
Fucking
fights next week. That's cool.
no, there's no fights. Like, yeah,
Yeah, 2 weeks from now we get the Rosenstruck one. That's why we don't even see the full card. That's weird. How do you not have the full card 2 weeks away? Like that's weird.
well, it's
Uh,
probably in the UK. Oh wait, dude, I
nah,
literally,
dude. It
it's
says
not.
Apex right here, Vegas.
I thought I was looking at what's his face. Who's the guy that looks like fucking Jesus Christ? I can't remember anybody's name.
Oh, Frank Mir,
Yes.
Aspinall.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
Aspinall.
Thank
It,
you, dude.
yeah,
How did you get that immediately? Yes,
it's fucking. There's
exactly.
only one guy who looks like Frank Mir, and that's Aspinall. Even
But
Aspinall says it.
I didn't say either of them.
I
But
know,
you
but
knew from looking at Alexander Volkov because he
yeah,
looks like
yeah,
it.
yeah. I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Frank
That
Mir,
was
that guy.
hard, dude. That's
That's what he
hard.
reminds me of, man. Every time I see Aspinall, I think of fucking Frank Mir. It's weird.
Dude,
It's like
he
it's his
looks
son, dude.
just it's like
He
his
really
little
does.
baby boy. It's like
He
his
really
lost fucking
does.
English boy.
It's hilarious, dude.
Jesus
And they're both
Christ, man.
heavyweights too, so it's like it's even more because they have like the same type of body in a way. Aspinall's a little younger, but you know what I mean. They're both big boys and they look the same.
Aspinall is so underwhelming. Oh my god, we can talk
Mhm.
about him all fucking night if you want. Jesus Christ, dude. He's
Yeah, dude.
supposed to be like the prodigy of the UFC and like the prodigy of the heavyweight
Yeah,
division. He's boring. He's
he
so
is boring.
boring. He gets on the microphone and it's just like, oh, I want to tell everybody about a story. Oh, a little story about a little guy.
He's not.
And I just want to work really
Is he
hard.
boring as a fighter or boring personality? That's
No,
what you
boring
mean?
personality
Yeah,
and
yeah,
boring as a fighter, but boring
yeah.
mostly as a personality. It's like,
No,
come on, you're a
definitely.
fucking heavyweight, man. Get in there and talk some motherfucking shit, son. You're the baddest motherfucking man on the planet, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. He's gonna
And
fight Blade. How do you think that plays out? Gonna fight
uh,
Curtis. Curtis
I
just
kind
got
of
a
want to say
knockout.
I don't like seeing Blades fight, to be
I don't
honest.
either because he's a boring motherfucker. But he did get a
No,
knockout. But
that's not why. I don't like seeing him fight because he takes way too much damage. And like one of his Instagram posts, maybe about 2, 3, 4 months ago, just he was like applesauce slurring, like it was bad.
I think he's been like that though because I think after
That's what I'm
Nagano clipped him,
saying. That's what I'm
Nagano.
saying.
What do you take
It's
knockouts from
prolonged.
Nagano and Lewis? Man,
That
Lewis
was
gave him a
it.
nasty one too.
And
Yeah, dude.
I didn't
Actually,
like seeing that shit,
I
dude. I
think
didn't.
Blades got clipped twice by Nagano. He fought him twice, didn't he? He got knocked out both.
Mhm,
Ooh, he took
and
a double knockout from the
oh my
strongest heavyweight
god,
ever to
dude.
exist, probably.
He probably took serious, serious brain damage.
Like,
Like,
okay, what would you rather
ugh,
take that guy's knockout or the knockout of Alistair from Nagano?
neither preferably. Please leave me out of this.
Bro, you
I'm
gotta
here.
take the uppercut.
No, I did honestly look. My biggest worry is like let's just pretend, right? We're fantasizing here, right? We're doing a podcast, and then one of them hear some of the shit we say, and they go, "I'm gonna fucking kill that guy. I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna go wait for him outside of his apartment, and I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of him in broad
Bruh,
daylight
I don't think they're willing to throw
and
in
leave the
millions of
state."
dollars over some trolls online. They'll
Dude,
kill
we're
that.
gonna be talking about anybody. Like, I'm gonna say
That's
some shit about
fine.
the wrong person. I'm that honestly,
Okay,
that worries me.
how
That
did it,
literally worries
how does it feel though if they show up and then they get shot, right? Because they came onto your property and they're
me. It
threatening you,
doesn't work
right?
like that in New
I
York
don't
City.
know. Just say it. Well, I mean, I don't live in New York, so you better move out of New York.
No, 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 no,
Just
no,
saying,
no,
somebody
no.
walks on your property,
There's a
liable to
lot
get shot. You know what I
there's
mean?
a lot of people in my neighborhood that applies to. I
Yeah.
am not part of that demographic. Let's just put it
Mhm.
like that.
Well, you're in New York, so probably very a lot of those everywhere.
Yeah,
Those
those are
people,
there's a lot of those here.
them over there.
I left them around.
I don't know. They want
They
all
ain't
these
never
pronouns
left.
now. What do I gotta do? Them, thises. What do they want?
And we got a lot of fucking pronouns too.
It's okay.
I wouldn't know, to be honest, but it's okay.
I don't pay attention to that stuff. It doesn't bother me because I don't care about it.
Oh my god, there's literally no fucking fights. I had something else I want to talk about. Connor's coming back for the fucking Charles Oliveira
Connor's not
shit.
coming back until like the end of the year, though, bro. November.
No, he's gonna fight Charles Oliveira, and they're not gonna do it for a belt, and that's the money fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. Oliveira wants it, but like I said, like Connor can't fight until November. That's when he's fully healed. So if the Oliveira's gonna be sitting on the shelf for 6 months, because the November is 6 months away, basically. I'm down, man. It's not like Oliveira got to prove to anybody that he's not champ. He just needs to fight Islam, but I don't really care if Islam fights him next or not.
No, he's not gonna fight him. He's
I
not
like
gonna fight him.
Islam, and I don't want to sound stupid saying he doesn't deserve it because he does, but he still hasn't fought like a top. I don't even think he's fought a top five ranked person yet.
He's the C fucking card. That's why he's the C side.
Yeah.
He's not even the B side. That's the problem.
Well,
He's
it's like
so
this.
undesirable as far as a fan goes.
Of course, he's undesirable because he has zero personality. He's literally like some religious nut. He won't say anything controversial. He'll just look so weird. Looks like a caveman. He's not like you know what I mean. He's gonna do a Khabib. He's gonna come in, defend the belt 3 times, leave saying I'm the best. Blah blah blah. It's so stupid and cheesy now.
Dude, there's one choke. I forget who he fucking chokes out, dude. He squeezes and flexes, and you see all his muscles just
Uh huh.
immediately. He looks like Goku, like in fucking Dragon Ball Z. All of a sudden, like he's normal for a second, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's just
Mhm.
completely shredded.
Dude, can you imagine like your number one training partner is literally Khabib? That's who you've been training with most of your career, and he is your teacher. Like he's supposed to be Khabib's prodigy, right? So it's like Khabib's teaching him everything he knows, and he's fighting and he gets training against Khabib, who's literally like the best lightweight. Probably still like he can come back right now and most
I'd
likely
like
beat
to see.
everybody still.
We could probably do like an Islam versus fucking Kamzat. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, I don't know how Cosmo and them are about fighting each other, but I'm down for that because I
They're not. They
always,
don't train together. My
yeah, I
boy's
know,
Swedish,
but
I
the
think, or
Dagestanis
whatever.
always like we don't fight Dagestanis. That's what they be saying and shit. So it's kind
They
of like it's
fight
weird.
Dagestan, bro. They fight Dagestanis, dude.
Yeah, I hope, man.
They don't fight their training partners, but they definitely fight
Yeah,
Dagestanis. There's mad
yeah.
fucking Russians, dude.
But those guys are too small for us, man. They're gonna have to move up to welterweight to even get a lick at them.
No, but what's his name can barely fucking make 155, dude. He's perfect for 170, but what's his name can barely make 170, so that it is a little weird.
Yeah,
But
no, it is. Look at Khabib, dude. He's bigger than Usman now. You see him? He's like a 200 pounder. This guy could have fought at 170, 180, and probably fucking two.
oh, did you watch? You didn't watch the fighter, did you? Ultimate Fighter.
Nah, so what's going on with that?
Oh man, dude, it's actually pretty
Pena
good.
and Nunes, right?
Uh, episode 4, May 24th. What's today? Oh, it comes out in 2 days. Um,
Did Pena talk shit to her yet? Like, I'm gonna get your ass again.
dude, my schedule is so off because I barely fucking slept. Uh, that it's first of all, it sucks, but it's kind of funny. And the biggest fight that I wanted to see, both of the biggest fights I wanted to see were just like whack, and they already did them. So
Okay.
I don't even know what I think. They were like, we know people are gonna want to tune out. Let's keep people's eyes glued, and then they can watch the fighters that they want to see. Because it's like they took like the nicest dudes right in the beginning they fought, and then they took uh two chicks who like had some history. Then they fought for this episode 2, and then episode 3 it was fucking Usman's brother. And dude, he is shredded. He is huge. He's fucking huge. He's huge, and he came in at like 240. The other dude was
Damn.
like barely could make 265. He wasn't fat, but he was a flabby heavyweight, right? He wasn't like fat. He didn't have rolls or anything, but he wasn't like completely defined, but intimidating. He had like, oh god, whose build did he have? I can't even explain it. But interesting build, weird guy, and like intimidating. He had the right mentality. Like I thought he was gonna fucking like crack Usman's brother and like he was gonna die. But like I think he knocked him down in the first round. I think there was a highlight of it that I saw on like one of the commercials, but like I ended up like missing the first round or something. But then it was just like a fucking tie, and
Mm.
that's it. Like those are the only people you want to like. That was it. Like I really want to see Usman's brother like fuck shit up. He can't. He fought a nobody and barely got anywhere. And then
Oh, Usman's brother is pretty shit.
he's not the
He ain't making
level
the UFC, right?
at 205 he might be a monster, you never know.
Okay. So you're saying he's just too, he needs to cut it,
A
cut that weight.
lot of these guys are 205ers and they're just
Mm.
this is like the heavyweights. They're like, let's just do heavyweights cuz
Got you. I
like
got you.
this is women's MMA. So like obviously they're going to be able to train heavyweight men.
You gotta push these 200
Obviously,
pounders a lot easier. Push around a
yeah.
265er.
Obviously, these 135-pound women are
Yeah,
really going to be able to train these
yeah,
265-pound men how to fight
yeah,
because they're almost identical in the way that
yeah.
they
Of
move.
course. Honestly, it'd be I even and it's not doesn't have to be women. It's like watching like Uriah Faber train like these big boys too, which I guess is fine. I
Well,
don't know.
that would be fine. Uriah
Yeah,
Faber's a knowledgeable
that's what I mean. Like if you
individual,
have
and
the
like
knowledge, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? But like
but fucking it's not they don't really they can barely speak to the other fucking contenders. The you got
that's terrible, bro.
come
That's
on.
terrible right there. Yeah.
It's
No.
she's
Would
excited, but
you
no, I'm
would you
so
what?
excited. Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Oh
It's
my wife!
terrible, dude.
Oh my god! My kids! Oh wow! It's like
Well,
I'm
you want
so
Rose
happy
in
for her.
there? Rose would be in there saying, "I'm the best." That's what her
I'm the
advice she
best.
would. Yeah,
I'm
that's
the
all she
best.
would
I
say.
just need to go
Uh,
pray right now.
uh,
Lord Jesus Christ is
I'm
mad
the
at me.
best. That's all you got to say. You'll
I
win.
get the. I sometimes I smell something right. Y'all been smelling that lately? You guys notice you've been smelling that in the air? I just been smelling weird. I feel like there's a demon or something. There's a presence.
A demon.
She's a straight up psychopath. But I love
Oh
her.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
her. But
I do not like Rose, but like, yeah, she crazy.
she's crazy. And also it's not like a religious thing too. This is the thing. Like it's after these fighters take damage, they start saying crazy shit.
Hell yeah, dude. I like If you listen to Diego in the beginning and Diego now, it's kind of sad, honestly. It's like I kind of feel like I
Yo,
contributed to that because I'm like, you know what I mean?
let's get him on the podcast. That should be like
We gotta get Fabio first, man. Fabio will give us all the details we need.
see, but that's what we need. No, we need to get Diego first because Diego needs to explain to us. Like
Yeah.
we should just. I just want to talk to Diego. Like we should like get like him on like OnlyFans or whatever. He probably still has his OnlyFans. And be like, yo, man, like, can we just like talk?
On
And then,
OnlyFans,
and
just bring
then
him to Discord.
no. But like, how do you contact him? Like, you have to bait him somehow.
I'm
Like,
sure he has an email.
yo, if,
Email him.
if we interview Diego Sanchez,
Dude, I
and
tell you, I know how to talk to him. I
you have
just be
to,
like, I
we
found
have to
out this
make it
new
worth his
guru
while.
on these stretches, and
He's
I'm
gonna have
in
to get some
tune with
money.
God now in my body, and you need to understand what I'm talking about. Message me back. See, he'll be like, what?
He's
Give me
doing
some
bare
Fabio
knuckle right now,
nonsense.
or he just
Oh,
did bare
okay.
knuckle. Is that what's going
Yeah.
on?
I don't
I don't.
know. No, he just did the Khabib fight, Eagle FC. I
Yeah, but
think he beat Lee, right?
I think he's going bare knuckle now. I think that's what
And he
happened.
needs to
Bare
stop. He needs to make
knuckle.
money.
What the fuck is his name?
Kind of sad when you got to take more fights to pay for your medical bills, but then in return you become more dumb and
More
fucked up.
medical build.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta pay my medical bills. Go take a bare knuckle fight.
When did he fight? What's his face?
Lee last year, I think,
No,
or
that was recent, wasn't
it
it?
was this year. Yeah, probably like a couple months ago. Then
Kevin Lee and Diego Sanchez. Sanchez.
there you go, Sanchez. It could have been a couple months ago,
They fought like 2 weeks ago. It was March 11th. Okay.
dude. That's 2 months ago, bro. It's March,
Yeah.
April, May.
It was like a day ago, dude.
All right, it was a day ago.
That was
That's fine.
literally that was literally 2 seconds ago. I just
It
saw
feels
them fight.
recent. It does feel recent. I'll give you that.
Dude, fucking Kevin Lee almost lost that fight.
I
Just
know because
on
he's not a great
principle.
fighter. Kevin
He's
Lee's like
really not. He's
he's
really
not.
not. It's
It's
so
these guys
fucking
that buy
weird.
into their cause they buy into their hype and they really believe they're that good. But it's like you gotta prove it, and then maybe you can feel that way. Until you prove that, though, like you can't sit there like I'm the best. I'm the best. Like it kind of reminds me of Tony Ferguson when Tony's doing. I don't need no help. I don't need a new team. We're good. No, I fucked up one error. What? Like, dude, you got killed.
You know what it is though? I think part of it is that once you get hit,
Yeah,
that's it,
that's what
bro.
you're saying, right? Like
You
it's
just
turning off your decision making.
not even that. It's just, dude. Like, one part of it's like you gotta be scared shitless to get hit. Like, for one,
Yeah,
right?
I
Just
agree.
just just because obviously it hurts, right? One, it hurts. It's got to be fucking painful as shit to get knocked out, not know where you are. There's so much shit going on there. Like, what the fuck? You think you're still fighting? And like, hey,
Mhm.
man, dude, fight's over, bro. Go throw up. You have a concussion. Like,
Yeah, dude. For real.
like that's
I feel bad for
that's what
someone when
you
they're
get
waking
now.
up. I felt bad when they were trying to interview them when they're all stumbling around. I'm like, dude, he's like all
Right.
vulnerable right
Now,
now,
now
man. Come on.
right. And then also, so you have the just the physical pain plus like the enduring pain that you get after the fact.
Yeah.
And then also the embarrassment. Like you're in
Embarrassment of, you know, of you
an
getting knocked
arena,
out.
there's thousands of people fucking going, "Oh my god, what the fuck? What?" And then also everybody at home, millions of people going, "Oh, this fucking loser. Jesus Christ, look at him fucking do the chicken dance again. Jesus." He
Yeah.
probably doesn't want that.
That's why fucking Forrest Griffin ran out after Anderson Silva clowned him. He ran out of the ring. He didn't want to get interviewed. He was embarrassed. He's like,
That's
fuck
why
that, dude. You know what
fucking
I mean?
Kobe ran away when he got his face cracked in half. Like, it wasn't because he was like,
Yeah, he didn't. He couldn't face it. So I get that too.
not. I mean, not that I wouldn't get my face cracked in half, but yeah, I mean, it was a little
But
weird,
look at Masvidal. Look how mad he got. He got
dude.
so mad he
That
went and fucking assaulted a man.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Bro, I
I
mean, you can feel
really
both
like
ways about it. That's
Masvidal.
fine. That's fine though. You can like Masvidal and you can understand the way that he felt and the and all that shit that was said to him. You could totally use those angles and it'd be fine with it. And in the end too, Kobe just was selling the fight and he got attacked outside. Not supposed to attack anybody, man. You can't
No,
be
it
doing that
worked
kind of
out great.
shit.
It works out great for Kobe if he got a fight in time, but I don't think he's. Did he get a
I don't think
fight?
that's no. The last thing I heard is Kobe's suing this guy because he has a brain injury now. Like it's serious, dude. Either Kobe's gonna sue Masvidal for a shit ton of money, or there's something going on, man. because Kobe's not fighting anytime soon because he has a brain. If you told the cops and you reported a brain injury, they're not sending you to a fight anytime soon. So that shit's resolved, dude. But I saw it, and he says I saw the police report, and it says he's suing Masvidal now for a brain injury. Basically, that's what it wrote down. Brain injury. I don't know how that far that goes.
Let's
I don't
find
know. I
out.
don't know. It could be just Kobe getting mad and trying to take a bunch of money from Masvidal doing that. But if he's doing that angle, he's not going to be fighting anytime soon saying that shit. That's what I mean.
I mean, that's smarter than saying, "Nah, man, I can fight this weekend, man. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it."
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like he won't be fighting soon because they won't give him a fight if he's saying that until that's resolved.
Bleacher Report. Okay, this is pretty legit. TMZ Sports. Mark Raimondi reported Massimo has been charged with aggravated battery and bodily harm. Uh, Good morning to everyone except those that think about talking about someone's kids at school. He was talking about his kids? Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like you could feel any way you want about it because he did say a lot of bad shit. So maybe, I understand why Masvidal would do that. But also other people are like, well, it's the fight game. If you can't, you don't sit there and plan an attack on somebody. That's just wrong. And if you couldn't do that to him in 25 minutes in the cage, you're gonna be like some guy running up behind him to do it because they're so mad. I get that too, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, he's the baddest man on the planet or baddest motherfucker, but like you're kind
Yeah.
of a little bitch. Like it's only when like you do it in a way that's
Yeah, 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 exactly.
amiable or whatever. So it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like respectful.
Yeah, exactly. And but like I said, no one's talked shit like Kobe does. Maybe Mike Tyson back in the day where he's like, I'm gonna eat your kids and shit. And he lived that life. But like if Kobe wants to act like that, but be like totally like just normal, like you gotta be careful, man, because you fighting psycho ass people in the cage with you, man. Look at Masvidal.
I don't know how I feel about this, man. Like
But Masvidal just signed like one of the biggest deals in UFC, like the third biggest deal of all time with the UFC before that fight. And then it goes out and jeopardizes it with this shit, dude. Like what the fuck?
oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if he was getting how much money was he getting paid?
No, he just signed a new deal with the UFC before the Kobe fight. It was on paper. He's the third highest paid fighter in the whole UFC.
Oh, I did
Ade-
not know this.
yeah,
Okay, I was very
Adesanya's
curious about that.
second, Adesanya's second, and Conor is obviously first.
So then what's Jones?
Jones hasn't fought in a long time, and I don't know about his deal, but I'm sure if he comes back and he wins the title, they'll set him up as one of the highest. You can see like the pay structures of like if Masvidal's getting a new deal, these new fighters are really good. They're starting to get their new deals. So even though Masvidal's the third paid now, he's just third paid for right now. Like if they re-sign Nate Diaz, they're probably gonna pay him more. You know what I mean? Because he draws a lot of people on pay-per-view. So that's what I mean. The people that re-up, the new contracts that the UC are giving out are way more bigger now. So that's what I mean. Like when these stars come back and re-sign now, they're gonna get a lot more. And so when they sign, they'll be like, "Oh, you're now the highest paid." And then the next guy, "You're now the highest." That's what they do. They do it in sports all the time, man. They
That's
give them
true,
that
right?
title.
Yep.
Yeah, and so Masvidal got that, and Masvidal's getting the third highest contract. Let's be honest, he's popular and stuff, but he's a sub 500 fighter. Like he's not gonna win the championship. He really
Uh,
isn't.
he's
He's not.
a
He
top
ain't gonna win the
5
championship.
top 5, he's probably about
Nah,
a 500
he
fighter.
has zero chance against Usman. He has zero chance against Kobe. Kobe proved that over 25 minutes. He got one good hit on him. The other time he spent on his back. Masvidal is trying to reinvent himself at like 37, 38 years old. He's like, it's the
You're right.
wrestling. If
You're
I go
right,
back
you're
and
right.
grind this wrestling for 2 years at 40, no, dude, no. No.
You're
You're
right.
thinking about this all wrong, man. Wrestling wasn't even the
But
reason you were
he
successful. You know what I
but
mean?
that's what I'm saying, like, so, okay, so, like, so top so 6 through 15, though, he kinda has a good shot,
Yeah,
and
definitely,
it's a
definitely,
that's
and
what I'm
that's why
saying, yeah.
Dana gave him that contract because Dana knows he could beat these guys and give them good entertainment for these last 7, 8 fights, whatever the contract's for, and then yeah, he can go off in the sunset. That's what I mean. Like they make the UFC so much money that they can give him these decent contracts. Having Masvidal around to beat people up and then give your newcomers some good wins.
Masvidal
You
versus
know what I mean?
Conor is gonna be a great fight, that has to happen.
Yeah, but
And
Conor wants to skip the line to go straight for Usman.
so what? Doesn't matter. It
I
has
know it's
nothing.
fine,
That has
right?
nothing to do with
But
Masvidal.
I don't
Masvidal's the money fight. It has nothing
I
to
know,
do with
but I
Usman.
don't think Conor would take that fight because Conor just wants to go fight for the belt. That's what I'm saying.
Connor wants to make it seem like he's relevant.
I
He does.
know,
He
I
wants the
know, but that's
money.
his whole thing, though, dude. They're gonna give that to him. It's Conor, bro.
Well,
Conor
of course they
literally
will
is
because it
their
makes
money
the UFC
bag,
money. Yeah, because like
dude.
they
He makes so
having a
much.
face, you need a face attached to the belt. You can't just have faces in the UFC because then they're just hoodlums essentially. Like you need
Yeah, dude.
somebody who talks shit, who can fucking talk the talk, walk the walk, and who's a fucking champion. You
Yeah,
need the trifecta. Like you need you got to have the fucking belt.
it is. But like, dude, it's crazy, dude.
They even made another fucking belt for fucking Masvidal and Nate,
Yeah,
and
Nate.
like they fucking ruined that. Nate did or Masvidal did the right thing, really. I mean, like Nate's
Yeah.
kind of just like Nate's probably how much is Nate getting paid? What was he on the list? Where's this list you're talking about? Because that's what I'm really curious about.
Oh, I'll get it for you. I'm looking at the top pay-per-view buys of the UFC, and then Connor's like on all like most of them. Conor
I
versus Diaz 2 is the second highest. Conor versus Khabib is the highest. Poirier versus Conor is the third highest. Poirier versus Conor 3 is the fourth highest. McGregor versus Cerrone is the sixth highest. McGregor versus Diaz 1 is the seventh highest. This guy has seven of the highest pay-per-views of all time in the UFC. Seven. Bigger than UFC 200, bigger than UFC 100. Conor is the top draw. Seven different cards, belt or not. This guy sells like candy every time. Big, big money.
I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Oliveira. To be honest, I feel like
I would love
Oliveira
it, dude. I would love it.
might get clipped, and
Yeah,
Connor could potentially
yeah.
be the
Because
number
if
one
you get
contender all of
clipped
a
by
sudden.
Conor, you're dead. That's the rule.
Dude,
If he
Connor
clips you, you're done.
It's true though. Dana is like the fucking he's the house and he'll let you gamble with your UFC contract. Like
Yeah.
he did this to Dustin. He was like, "Dustin, do you
Mhm.
want the Connor fight?
Yeah, you're
And
right.
you'll get twice the amount of money you'll ever make ever in your life. But also, if you lose this fight, you'll basically never be able to get a belt again. Or sorry, not sorry, sorry. You'll whatever the fuck. Whatever happened. He ended up fucking he shouldn't have taken the Connor fight. I think he should just stay with the belt. But he should have focused on that. Was the point I was trying to make. But that's what's gonna happen to Oliveira. They're gonna give him the Connor option. He's gonna get fucking starry eyed. He's gonna get all the publicity and shit. He's not gonna know what to do with it. And then when the time comes for him to like have to like man up and like get the belt or to get the belt back, he's not gonna
Yeah,
be able to do it because he's gonna be like too used to the fame and shit. He's gonna have a taste for the money. But it's like Connor was able to prolong that. Like he was making money before he had the belt. All these guys are champions and they're making money after the fact.
yeah. No, I agree, man. But like, yeah, Connor is the guy that gets to come back 2 years breaking his leg at a title shot. No matter, nobody cares, but people want to see it. I don't even care if he holds the belt. I want to see his shit talking, and I want to see him actually. I want to see him knock people out again
Proper
because that's where he's
12,
at his best.
tiny.
It's funny, he still represents that. He sold Proper 12 for like $500 million, some
Tiny.
shit, dude.
500 $500 million.
That guy is swimming in it.
$12 billion. Dang.
Swimming in money. He just got a delivery of his new Lamborghini yacht or some shit like that. Crazy thing.
Dude. He
Living that
reminds
life.
me of like Sater from have you ever seen Tenet?
Yeah, I think I have actually. Hold on. Let me
He's like
see
the
this real quick.
Russian criminal mastermind that can go through time. That's Connor. Like Connor figured it out. Like there's something he's got on the other side that's like feeding him information.
Bro, have you seen the old videos of Conor when he's talking to Dana before he's in UFC and he's like, I'm gonna fight for you in the UFC. I'm gonna be your biggest star. That's what he told him when he was a little kid, had acne and shit. Literally it was like 14, 15.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
this
yeah.
motherfucker, dude.
He like did not look the same. Yeah, he was like
He
really
didn't.
he looked pretty busted up and then like he got a beard and he was pretty
Dude, yeah, Conor was a thug, man. This guy didn't care. He was like, "What were you doing before?" He was like, "I was living on welfare and I was just training, and my girl was taking care of me, and to make my dream come true." Like, you know, what I mean, I like that dude. He's just completely honest, man. Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I needed assistance from the state. I was poor."
he paid it back. All
Yeah,
you know,
come
I'd
on.
hate if I was a woman, which I am not. I would hate to be a fighter's wife. Like
Oh yeah, dude. Talk about fucking. Oh my
Jesus
god, adrenaline dumps,
Christ,
just the
dude.
craziness, injuries, just
Tony
weird shit.
Ferguson, John Jones,
Tony
Conor
Ferguson, yeah,
McGregor,
yeah, I know. I mean,
fucking
maybe Connor's wife, they seem cool, but yeah, you know what I mean. I get
no,
what you're
dude,
saying.
you know he's slamming mad
Oh yeah,
fucking puss on
that's
the
what I mean.
side.
But I mean, she's always
Oh,
smiling
fucking
because the money's
Dave.
so good, bro.
Connor, what's that smell? I can
Yeah,
smell her fucking pussy on your fucking eyebrows. What have you been doing? Where have you
yeah,
been all night? Then he
yeah.
just fucking throws money at her. He says, "Bitch, shut your
Here's another
fucking mouth,
kid.
you dumb cunt."
Well, I mean, she must be okay with it because they just had another kid. This shit's old. Been fucking
Honestly,
bitches left and right for years now.
uh, here's the thing. Here's the reality of the situation. Women have the like pleasure of just being able to have like all the attention of in the world on them at like pretty much all times.
Yeah,
And then once in a while, a guy gets some fucking cashish, and then every fucking chick wants him, and it's like kind of the same thing a little bit.
yeah.
But so good for him, and maybe they share that a little bit because
Maybe she trusts him and maybe she believes him when he says,
she
"I
was
didn't touch
probably
that
fucking
hoe.
mad, dude. She probably
I didn't
fucking
touch
mad,
that
dude.
hoe." Okay.
D Devlin, she probably fucking
D, that sounds like a porn name.
come on. Yeah, if Connor wasn't making it, dude, we would have been seeing her on fucking X videos. I swear to God, and I would not evade that.
Hey, man. People
She's a
gotta eat,
diggity
man,
dog,
all
dude.
right?
I'd like to eat.
People gotta eat.
I wouldn't mind eating some of that.
Consumers gotta eat too.
The consumers gotta eat.
We
Hey,
gotta eat.
hey, the
They
people
gotta
who are hungry
provide.
gotta eat. D Devlin is hot, and
What do
also,
you think about ONE FC signing a contract with Amazon? So Amazon's gonna
oh,
host their fights.
that's a topic to
Mhm.
talk about. Damn, boy, now
Yeah,
you talking about some podcast
yeah,
topics now. You
yeah.
talking about some podcast
You
topics.
think you think one championship has a chance to make a splash in the
No,
American market with lower weights? Do you think
I think
American like lower weights?
I don't think Amazon has any fucking clue what they're doing, but it's one,
They got
right?
a lot of
One's
money.
big.
Yeah, one's big in Asia. It's their number one organization over there
Is
easily.
that is
That's where
that
Mighty Mouse is at.
okay? That's what I was gonna ask if Mighty Mouse was there. Okay,
Yeah, he
okay,
is.
that's all right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Mighty Mouse is the most boring fighter in the universe, and so I guess Amazon's trying to appeal to the Asian market because this shit has nothing to do with America.
That's what I mean. Like, does America as a whole care about fighters at 125, like small men? Because usually most American men ain't that small, so it's like people don't
You
relate
care
to it.
about the smarter man?
It's not really that. It's just that people ain't interested if it doesn't they don't think it's I don't know, like a Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse was like one of the lowest selling pay-per-view fighters of all time, but he won like 13 title fights in a row or some crazy shit. But nobody cared.
Nobody. Well, because he fought also canisters. Like
Yeah.
there were
What, Henry's like
nobodies.
his biggest fight ever?
He fought Ray Borg like 600 times.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. He fought Bob, whatever his name is, Johnson, Bob Dobson, but Dobson,
I
whatever
think
his
if
name is.
DJ came back at 135, because 135 stacked now, if you can come back to the UFC at 135, that'd be pretty cool.
DJ at
I
135.
don't think so, because last time he fought Dominic at 135, and Dominic was suplexing his ass.
I feel like DJ barely made 125. He's like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
I weigh in at 120. That's my natural weight. I'm always 125. I've never weighed 126. I've
I
never
could
weighed
totally see
124.
that. It sounds like him.
I've just weighed 125 my entire life. I'm never not gonna weigh
Yeah.
125.
Man. I don't know. I
Sometimes I'm
think it'd be all right.
124.8, but that's really as light as I go. I really
I
don't.
feel like the UFC has such a stranglehold on MMA that these other ones don't stand a chance, and the only way they ever can stand a chance is if they nurture like some fighters, some homegrown fighters themselves, and they can get some maybe cross promotion with the UFC as in like, yeah, this guy's hella dominant forever. I don't know, but the UFC is not like that. They're like, nah, dude, we'll just wait for his contract. Offer more money than you can. Hook him over here, like Chandler or something.
Nate's fighting Kamzat, right?
That's what they're saying. I don't know.
No, I think that's been announced. I believe that's been announced.
That's a crazy fight. I don't know. Maybe Nate thinks he can pull off another Conor and then leave. That'd be insane if Nate won that. Oh my God. And he left the UFC. And that'd be weird. It will totally stop that hype train of Kazmat though. not really a hype train, but that would be a big ass win for him.
Oh,
But I
this
don't see
is
any way he can win unless
oh,
he
never
gets some
mind.
fucking choke.
This is the fucking the leak. Okay, now I thought this was actually announced. It was not.
Yeah, I didn't see it announced, but I saw some things about it. Like apparently there's like they showed the UFC card in the background, and somebody like got it on their camera and then leaked that picture. But it doesn't mean the fights are real. It looked like they were just putting fights together and see if they could do them. Because they did have Hazmat Diaz on there, and I'm like, what? How would Diaz just clip that fight? After saying Hazmat needed to, well, I don't know. Didn't Diaz come out and said Hazmat needs to fight other people? I'm trying to fight a money fight or something like that, or a big name. That's what Nate said. Like, okay.
I really don't think he realized that what they were doing.
Yeah.
I just think this was a serious fuck up, and like it's not a big deal really. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't care.
But
Hazmat can fight wherever.
they should be Dana should be live streaming on Twitch from the fucking war room every fucking night. Do you know how
Yeah.
dope that would be if we
He
got to see
can't.
him
He's fucking
5 o'clock,
hosed.
fever 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to figure out where the fuck John Jones is in like Arizona or whatever the fuck? Like, did he just
Calling
murder
fighters.
somebody? Just no
So
calling like fucking judges and police officers. Like, hey man, please, like, just let me know when you find him. Like, I need to know what's going on. Like,
yeah, I have a
like
funny
what
story for you
what does
about this.
John Jones? What does Dana White do in his spare time? Like, it's not. We think it's like, oh, I just like fucking make money all day and like ride ATVs. No, he's bailing people out of jail. He's getting people fucking passports. He's fucking like
Yeah.
making deals with Putin to like fucking fly Khabib out of fucking Russia, even though there's like COVID lockdowns. Like Dana White doesn't fuck around. He's the fucking
He
man.
does big dick shit.
I love Dana. What were you gonna
Kid,
ask me? I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna tell you a story about Rampage Jackson. He used to stream on Twitch, and what he
Mm-hmm.
used to do was he used to call fighters he fought. So he called Rashad and wake him up,
Mm-hmm.
and he would call other people, and it was just hella funny. He would troll them, and then they would like him and Rashad would be talking hella shit to each other on the phone while he's streaming. It was just hilarious, dude. He called like the Ultimate Fighter number titties. He called titties, and he was like, "What's that motherfucker?" The one that he got to fight with,
Aaron
or
Bryant.
yeah,
Aaron
yeah,
Bryant.
whatever. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the Karen Bryant shit. Nah, Rampage was hella funny when he Twitch streamed, but he stopped doing that because I guess he didn't give a fuck about it. But it was actually funny as shit when he did it. He used to call the other fighters and fuck with them and wake them up and shit. It was funny.
Probably lost sponsorship money. I would assume he
Yeah,
kind of fell off a bit. I mean, he's not really what he was. He was in fucking the A team, right? Wasn't he
yeah, he
Mr. T in the
was.
A team? That's
Yeah, he
funny.
was. And there's another funny story about that. Don Cerrone, there's a video of Don Cerrone on YouTube where he's in Xbox live chat because he's playing like Call of Duty or Halo or something with other people. And other people are asking questions about John Jones to him. And he's answering it in the fucking game chat. And he's like, yeah, Jones is a fucking cokehead. Does coke every fucking week, dude. Fucks whores all the time.
Does he really
Yes,
say that?
dude.
That's
Yes, dude. And this is how
awesome.
long ago? This is like when he became champion and around that time when he was like Super John Jones, like he was saying this shit. So I can imagine like 6 years later what he's been doing. Like, you know what I mean? He already got caught beating up his wife, so pretty sure things haven't gotten better.
$10,000. What can you do with $10,000? And she said no. He brought the $10,000 with him, and it was already in the hotel room. And then she said, "No, John, not tonight. I know you just got UFC Hall of Fame, but no, you're not allowed to have cocaine and hookers and drink alcohol tonight." And he said, "Bitch,
Hmm.
what?
Yep. And his kids were there too because he likes to bring his kids to those kind of events.
Don't make me get upset in front of
Yeah.
my children, you
Yeah.
dumbass."
You know what happens? And then he had a video of him
Oh
slamming his head on the cop
no.
car like a fucking
Officer,
maniac.
Officer
Eh,
Dork.
forehead bang. I'll
I
kill you.
want an Officer Dork t-shirt. That is the coolest thing to call
Officer
some.
Dork.
Jesus Christ, man. I feel so bad for John. And then he right afterwards, about a week later, he said, "I can't the alcohol plus the damage, my brain damage, I just can't drink anymore." And it's like, dude, you just said the brain damage is the reason you can't drink anymore, not the alcohol. And then or the brain damage is the reason why you have fucking domestic abuse problems. So like in reality, it's like I think he took the tweet down, but I mean, the sport's bad. The sport's jaded. I love the sport. I love the UFC. I love Dana. I love John Jones. I love everybody, but it's
Why you
bad.
love John Jones?
I
He's like
mean,
the worst human ever.
he's just a product of his environment, dude. It's not
I
his fault. He's the
understand.
greatest. It's not his fault. He's the fucking greatest. He's literally the baddest man. There's not a
He's
person on earth
basically
that
Tyson
can
of the
fuck with him.
MMA. He's the youngest champion. You know, like Tyson was the youngest heavyweight
Any
champion.
any
You know what I
any
mean?
random person can walk up to him on the street and he could literally kill them. If
Yeah.
there's no weapon involved, pretty much any person on the street.
Yeah, that's pretty
Almost
awesome.
almost anybody. Like
I don't
he
know,
is
dude. There
the
might be like a
greatest
janitor
fighter of
out
all
there
time.
that's just badass as fuck.
I mean, without his fucking broom, I doubt it, bro.
Some badass janitor at a high school are now sweeping. He was supposed to be a fighter his whole life, never went that
Yeah,
route, but he still
go
has it.
go play with that fucking dust while I do this line and just kick the shit out of you, bro. Yeah, I doubt it. Honestly, I mean like the mental trip you have to be on. Like even just knowing that like any of those cops, if they were unarmed and it was like a dark alley somewhere, even two or three of the cops at the same time,
Yeah.
easy kill.
What's more scary, knowing who he is or not knowing? He's already a big ass
Uh,
man. He's gonna be scary as fuck if you didn't know him. You're like, fuck, I gotta fight this giant dude. He's like 6'6" or some shit. 6'5" or something. I don't
I
know.
think 6'3", maybe 6'2", 6'3",
Six
something like that.
three. Nah, he's like 6'4". He was almost as tall as Gustafson when they fought. Isn't it
He's
Gus like
6'4".
6'5"?
You're right. Yeah,
Oh,
six
okay.
four.
I know he was up there though. I mean, that's still pretty tall.
Roided up on cocaine, fucking beating his wife, fucking leaving the scenes of a crime, smoking weed. What else did he do? Um,
Bro, does it get worse than hitting a pregnant lady, coming back to the car to grab the money, and then leaving?
yeah,
He
man.
came back and didn't check on her. He came back to his car to grab money and probably drugs and run away.
Yeah, I think he wanted to take out. He was trying to take out the incriminating evidence. Like he wanted to take out. It was probably a rental car, right? I
What
don't
a
think it was
piece
a
of
car
shit,
he
dude.
owned. He wanted to take out any information that like led him to the car. He's like, oh yeah, it was just a random car on the street.
What was he gonna
They'll
do? Run down the street
they'll
and be like,
never
call
figure it
the
out.
police and be like, "Hey, my car was stolen." Like, what the fuck was he gonna do?
They'll never figure out that I was the one in the car because of the license plate and my credit card. Yeah, no, he's a psycho. I really don't know. And he has a problem drinking and driving and all that stuff. Like he likes to party and drive. A lot of people are like that. Like it's not something I've ever gotten into. I can barely drive to be honest, but it's like drinking and driving. That's crazy. Well, to be honest, I do smoke and drive all
He
the time.
hasn't even been in jail yet, though, for any of it.
Who, John or me?
John.
I've been in jail a million times. No, yeah, John. He'll get his. He'll get his when once the MMA gods are done with him. Matt, think about all he sacrificed just for our pleasure.
Hmm.
Literally, we're just talking about him right now.
I do love me some John Jones. Tell you that.
Who doesn't love? I mean, really, as a character, God, man, I would
I'm
love to
telling
see.
you, the John Jones versus DC shit talk, that's who he needs to be. He needed to be that guy.
Not
That
really.
was
I don't.
just I
It
love
was.
that John right there. That's the evil John.
I like
That's
Evil
the
John.
evil John, dude. He is fucking nasty. He's like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah,
You know,
but
and
he's
DC's
not
like, you're not gonna kill me.
impressive. He's good. I mean, it's fun to watch, but once again, like
Mhm.
more like a character. I don't think
Yeah.
he's very good at being the shit talker.
No, I get you.
Chael is like one of the best. Chael is
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
smart. Like his best suit isn't even being the mean guy; it's being the condescending smart guy.
Of course. That's his whole shtick, dude. It's awesome.
But
He's the
he
only
used to
one.
try to be mean, and like now his whole bad guy attitude now on like
Yeah.
YouTube and shit is way better than it was.
Oh
Because
yeah,
like
dude. Now you get to
he's
play around
more
with it.
he plays around with it, but like he's so omnipotent, and he's a veteran, so he has
Oh
all this
yeah.
experience, and like he was never a champion, but he's the one
No.
you want to listen to the most. Who do you want to listen to
It's a
more
weird thing, right? It's a
as a
weird thing
fighter?
because Chael was never champion, but he's like the only guy that did that to Silva and pretty much won that fight if Silva didn't fucking triangle him. You know what I
True
mean?
that. True
You
that.
know
True
what I
that.
mean? So like he wasn't and like and honestly the toe thing with John, if they fought another round, they would have called the fight for Chael because John's toe was fucked up. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? He would, and like it's kind of funny to be like, but like yeah, Chael competition wise, he was up there. I don't know how many steroids and shit he abused. I know he got popped
He
and
fought
stuff.
Fedor or Fyodor, whatever his
He
name is.
fought Fedor, yeah. I mean, Fedor's kind of like Fedor's Fedor. I love Fedor because he was so crazy, but he's kind of canny now. He's chinny as fuck, so it's like it's more of
Well,
like a
yeah, he's
nostalgia
what,
fight.
90? Yeah, sure.
That's what I mean. Like you can't even bag on Fedor. He's an old man. He's still
Dude,
fighting and shit.
what bet did he make with the Russian mafia where they were just
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fighting next month."
Right. Right. Because you would think Fedor of all people would be filthy fucking rich like Conor in Russia chilling out, but it doesn't seem like that.
Don't worry. When we are done with you, you will fight in UFC. Like I can see it.
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna be 60 and Danny's gonna be like, "All right."
They were trying to make Dana offered Fedor $30 million to fight Brock Lesnar when Brock was champ and to bring him over and he denied it. thirty
Bro,
million dollars back in those
that
days too.
that would have literally like the next
Mhm.
day, like Russia would have just been like, "Okay, we give up.
Yeah. Come fight
Like,
Brock Lesnar.
just
Nah,
take us over right now because we can't. We've got nothing.
for real.
That's all
We
we
got
have."
Brock Lesnar waiting for you.
Brock Lesnar, even if he lost, it would have been so vicious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
That guy was a freight train.
He would have lost too. That's the funny thing. He would have definitely lost.
I believe so too. I think Fedor is
Fedor would have beat his ass. Fedor would have beat the shit out of him in his prime against Brock
well,
Lesnar. Brock Lesnar with like 2 fights under his belt. Oh man, Fedor would have been fucking. He would have done
like
like three
honestly,
shots of fucking Stoli and just kicked the shit out of Brock.
the only thing I ever think about really is like if you really want to call somebody to go, they would have to fight John and Fedor in their primes. Like seriously, and that would be the goat because they're both like just insane as fuck like that in their
Mm.
primes. Like Fedor was like Fedor doesn't have a personality. We talk about personality, but that was the personality. No expression, dude, at all. That was Fedor. It's crazy. Dude never smiled, never got mad. It was weird. Super calm. Fought like that. Didn't even say anything. Hella respectful. It was weird. Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, Fedor was one of my favorites.
If you're an MMA lover, like, you have to like Fedor, I'm sorry. I mean,
Oh,
unless
I
you
loved
just
him.
thought the only people that talk shit about Fedor are like, I don't even know why they talk shit about Fedor, honestly, because they believe Pride was all roided out, and that's fine. I'm sure they were roided out, but fucking the UFC fighters roided out too. They still getting popped today. Some of your best fighters were roids. Silva got caught doing the shit. You know what I
He's the
mean? Like,
last fighter that I would watch another promotion for the most part. Like, I'd still go watch
yeah,
Bellator for fucking Fyodor, but, like, in the most like,
yeah,
I'll
it's a funny
I'll
thing,
I'll watch
right?
other promotions, but, like, it'll just be like, "Okay, there's nothing else going on. Sure, yeah, I'll watch another promotion." What yeah, there's, like, what? There's 6 hours of MMA before fucking 12 hours of UFC. I'm down.
Yeah,
Let's go watch some
I
more
get you.
MMA. But, like, for the most part, like, when there was a Fedor fight, like that, I cared about that more than all the other shit. I just wanted to see Fedor fight.
Yeah, dude, it's like that. Dude, you have to understand too, like when I was in Japan in the military, right?
Mhm.
That's when Pride was popping off and it was really popular, more popular than UFC was, and Fedor was their star. And so I like was watching his shit over in Japan where he was pretty much fighting at, and it was insane because I got to watch I didn't see it in person, but I got to watch like the DVDs and videos that they had. But him and Crow Cop, like, oh my God. Like his fight versus Crow Cop was fucking insane as
I'd like
fuck,
to
dude.
rewatch that. I like to
It's
rewatch a
so
lot of those
good.
old fights.
It was even better because Crow Cop was number 2 in the world. Like, he was the second best fighter in the world, and Fedor obviously was number 1, and they fought, and it was such a great fight. And I think this fight, it had a little history behind it because the fight before that, it was Crow Cop knocking out his brother. So, it's fucking Fedor coming and get revenge for his brother. Yeah, it was good.
Can you can you imagine Fedor stepping in the octagon with fucking Ngannou?
Dude, that would be awesome. I think Fedor gets some out of skill, though. In their primes. In
Yeah,
their
in
primes.
their primes?
In their primes.
Nah,
In their primes.
nah, nah. I don't think
You don't
so.
think so? You think Nagano can
Well,
clip
because
him?
Ngannou's not even in his prime yet, to be honest.
Yeah,
Ngannou
no, I agree. I agree.
Ngannou literally wrestled last fight and
Okay,
destroyed,
you
Cyril
have to
Gane,
tell me
like,
which Nagano fight.
it
So
was
Nagan,
wild.
so Prime Fedor in place of Cyril Gane in that fight. Who wins?
In that fight,
Yeah, the Cyril Gane fight, because that's obviously the best Nagano we've seen.
Prime Fedor versus I don't, dude. I don't.
It's hard, right? It's hard to pick against Fedor. That's what
No,
I
I
mean,
don't.
man.
No, it's not. I don't think it's that hard.
Really?
Yeah, that's my. I'm like, I'm surprised how I'm like, yeah, I think I don't think Ngannou can be touched, man. Because Ngannou has all
I
the
got you.
current
I agree,
knowledge.
dude.
He is a whole fighter. He went in and wrestled a dangerous striker, and he could have went in there and just bang, 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 bang. And it's like now you know if he goes and fights against Derek Lewis, it'll never. There's no reason to run that back. Derek Lewis is on his way out, and Ngannou is still on
Mhm.
his way up. Like I don't even know who he's gonna fight, and this is nice because he's gonna take his break. He just won all those fights. This is great, really. It's great because now we let John Jones fight Stipe. We let
Yeah.
fucking Gustafson fight whoever the fuck he wants to fight.
He's coming
We
back.
let well
He's finding
whatever.
somebody.
So everybody's gonna fight somebody someday, right?
Mhm.
So let's throw him in
Yeah.
against Tai Tuivasa, whoever.
Ty is fighting Cyril
Let's
Gane.
have fun. Tai is fighting Cyril Gahn.
Yep. Fighting Cyril Gane.
Who?
They announced it already.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
And it's in France.
Oh boy, they're feeding him to the lions.
Oh
Oh
yeah, he
boy.
took that fight though because they offered Ty Lewis, and I think he said no, not Lewis. They offered him Aspinall, and he's like, nah, I don't want him yet. Because I think Aspinall beat him already. He was not ready for him again. So he picked Cyril Gane instead.
You gotta be crazy. I would take
Nope.
Aspinall a million times over Cyril Gahn.
He
Jesus
didn't want
Christ.
Aspinall because he fought him already. He
Cyril Gahn
lost to
just
him.
fought for a freaking title, bro. What are you doing? You're gonna fight a
I don't
number
know,
one
man.
contender?
I
What are
think he
you
thinks he
doing?
can get lucky or something, man.
Honestly, you know what? If he really believes in himself, he's like, or maybe he doesn't, and he's just either way. That's the right path. Fuck what I think. That is the correct path.
He beat Cyril Gane,
He's
automatic
in.
title shot.
Automatic. Yeah. So yeah, he's right. I'm down with that.
He's right, but I agree with your first assessment. Ooh, not yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's a fucking
Uh,
dangerous, dangerous fight for your boy. But it's like, okay, so maybe he's making a choice. Maybe he's making the choice like, okay, if I lose, we'll work again and try to work our way up. He doesn't have much to lose here. People don't think of
he
him on that
doesn't
level.
because Cyril Gane is like the number one ranked, I
But
think.
he's on
I
a
believe
win
so.
streak though. That's the problem. Tai Tuivasa is on a win streak. So it's like,
He
do you
just
want
beat
to
Lewis. He might be feeling hyped up.
fuck what I think, man? It's whoever fights wins. Whoever's ready on fight night wins. He's ready.
Hmm
Cyril Gane needs a fight. I'll fight him. I just took out 5 fucking dudes in the UFC or in the heavyweight division. Yeah, I'll beat this French motherfucker in his goddamn homeland. Let's go, dude. I'm from the goddamn down under, mate. Kai?
Yeah,
Kai, I'm gonna come on there, these shoeies all night on you, mate.
I would
Gonna
love
bring a
that.
bloody shoey right on top of you.
I would love it if he said that. He just said that kind of shit.
No. Yeah, they're not really aggressive the way I want it to be. They're not funny about it. It's funny to hear them talk, but they're not like I want them to be like more down under-ish.
No, I like Crocodile Dundee style.
Yeah, like, come on, man, play it up. Like, honestly, Volk is pretty close to that. Volk in the embeddeds, he'll be shooting off guns
He
and
really
shit.
is. He really is.
I wish he just let loose a little bit more because Volk really is he's the guy. He's the number one guy. He might be the pound
Yeah.
for pound.
Oh, he is. I think he is.
He could
Undefeated.
kick a fucking tree in half if he wanted to. You better watch out. Better not stand next to any trees. He'll kick that tree in half right
He's
next to you.
fighting Max. Third time they called it already. So he's
That's
gonna fight
I don't
Max
want
for
to
the
see
third
that.
time. I know
But there's
nobody
no other
does, but
fight. There's no other fight.
they have to.
I think
So
it's
if he
after that.
beats, I don't know, man. I don't see anybody that could beat Volk. I think he's too good. I agree with you. Nobody in the future, I think,
Just let him
is
go
gonna.
up. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know why he's fighting Max. He should fight Cejudo, and I don't know about that fight. Cejudo's the guy. Cejudo's the
Ceju-
other guy.
Cejudo wants to. Cejudo's coming back, and you should
Dana
see
just
that.
hates his guts.
You need to watch the so Cejudo. DC sat down Ajo and Cejudo, and
Aljo and Cejudo.
yes. Yes, and it's great. And they're basically talking about how they're gonna beat each other. And Pseudo's there was like, I already know how to beat you. I know all your flaws already, just like everybody else. It was crazy, dude. And then I was just like, really? He's like, What? Wait, you don't think I don't study you
I think
guys?
I
You think
think
I'm just
Aljo
sitting
can
here on my ass?
knock him out, dude. I would be careful with Aljo. I hate that I'm flipping, like, whatever
Cejudo's
187
been out
story is.
a year or two.
Huh?
Cejudo's been out a year or two, so I mean, I don't know what he's been doing. Might have been speeding quesadillas, getting fat, you know?
Oh, so he's on a 6-month suspension, but then after that, after those quesadillas wear off, he can fucking go
Yeah.
in there and lay that fucking
Cejudo is a two-time champ. He beat
oh,
good people.
lay that churro down. He
Yeah.
could dip that churro in his little spicy brown cinnamon sugar mix with that
He's trying
little
to fight Volk at 145. He's gonna
cayenne
have to eat
pepper
some
and
of those
mango
quesadillas
sauce.
because that motherfucker's small as shit. He's like 5'3".
He's one of my favorite fighters. No shit. Like, I really do like Sudo.
Yeah, he's super good.
And I honestly really like I wanna like Aljamain so much. I've always wanted to like him, and then he bought the fucking necklace. He bought that chain.
What do you
And it's like,
mean?
oh, once he bought the chain, I was like, no, it's all downhill from here. No.
He's
And
a
then
New
it
York
was.
fighter, though. You have to back him.
Not that's what I'm saying. I wanted to, and then he just turned into a doucher. But like then every I hated him. I hated his guts. I wanted him to lose. I wanted Peter Yan to go in there and fucking decapitate him. And then he went in there and just beat the fucking brakes off Peter Yan. And they'll do a third one at
Yeah,
some point or another. But in reality, he won 2-0. It's 2-0. There's no reason to do a third. Why would he do that? I'm it's time to look for something new. Peter Yan fucking fumbled the ball. He
yeah.
fumbled. And Aljamain, honestly, I don't know who can beat him now because he didn't look like he's going to be very beatable. Now, there's not really many fighters in that division that are bigger than him. And if he's really going to be able to whip it out, like,
They could beat Dillashaw.
oh man, all those guys are past their prime.
Dillashaw
Cody,
just beat
Dillashaw.
Cody.
Yep, you can't. Where has he
Matt
been?
Garbrandt. Cody Dillashaw's been suspended, but he came back and fought Cody Sandhagen. That was a great fight, and he beat him.
Oh, right. I
Cody's
forgot
up
about
there.
that. Who's suspended? Dillashaw suspended again?
Nah, but he was. He was out for 2 years for fucking doping.
Oh, I was going to say that's kind of wild if he got suspended again because that's wild.
I mean, Dillashaw EPO. That guy's a piece of shit. He did like the worst shit you could do. The shit where you don't
Yeah,
lose
but
any energy.
everybody's on it. Everybody's on it. What am I supposed to do? Even fucking Nate Diaz popped. Like, I don't trust
Yeah.
anybody. I don't trust
All you
Nate.
can do is
I don't
trust the
trust
ones that don't
Dana.
pop. Honestly,
I
that's
don't
all you
trust
got.
fucking
All you
GSP.
got, dude, I saw all you got is the ones that don't pop. Honestly, that's all you got. The ones that pop, whatever the excuse is, tainted supplements. What the fuck?
Man,
Every
you know
supplement's
DC was on
tainted.
the fucking Sazul when he was in Strike Force. Everybody.
Yeah, DC also
It's a
uses the
dirty
towel to
sport.
like. You see that little towel trick he did to try to like
He
lose
admits to
weight.
it.
I
He admits
know.
to it.
And then look, Oliveira. Oh, half a pound, you don't get your title. He fucking
That's
knocks out Gaethje.
DC ruined it for everybody.
Fucking stupid, man.
DC ruined it for everybody. Well, we recorded quite a bit there. I mean, we can wrap it up.
Okay.
You got anything you want to plug?
No, I just it's like a test run, you know. See what we can work
Um,
on.
I might just release this. I'm gonna probably I have a website and I did everything. It's all set up. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
if everybody wants to check out the content, it's the northsouthposition.com and then the northsouthposition.com/chat for the Discord, which isn't up yet. But I was thinking about how I
Yeah.
needed to do that before I was gonna
When
say
it
it.
comes up, they should join so they can come in and let us know how much shit we don't know and everything
Yeah,
else in
and
between.
and then eventually this will be on Spotify, and I set up a Twitter. We're on Twitter now.
We're gonna be beefing with Joe Rogan. Look forward to that.
I immediately went and started. I just added Joe Rogan a million times. I said, "You have no idea what you're talking about, guy.
Yeah, doesn't.
Just
That
for
alpha
once,
brain
be
fucked it.
quiet.
It made him beta brain.
Just be
Now he's
quiet."
all emotional. He's all crying with Rose and shit. And we're like, dude, come on. Got the one liners going. He turned into Goldie.
Joe and DC is truly my favorite combination. They're so knowledgeable,
I
and
think I will always love Joe. Not just because he's like one of the
everybody hates
originals.
Joe.
I don't know, man. I
No,
love Joe, man. I
no,
don't even care.
no, no. I love everybody hates on Joe, and like he's like he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's like, dude, first of all, one perspective. He says this all the time, and he's right. But aside from
Yeah.
that, he is so knowledgeable, and like
Yeah,
he'll be
dude.
like, "No,
Like,
do
you
you
don't
see
think
that?
Joe
He's
doesn't know what
moving
he's
his
talking
leg,
about?
man.
You should have stopped watching UFC,
I
dude,
don't think that
honestly.
choke." Who, me?
No, no, I'm just saying that, like, a lot of people think, like, Joe's full of shit, but it's like, just
Right.
stop watching UFC, dude, because you don't know
He's
shit.
so smart. I mean, who else has like the whole thing?
Mhm.
Everything I know about fighting is basically through the lens of Joe Rogan for the
Yeah,
most
dude.
part.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, even like back in the old tough days when like Forrest and them were on it, like he was still describing the positions and what they had to do to get
Mhm.
out of it. You know what I mean? This is fucking like over a decade ago. You know what I mean? So don't tell me he didn't know what he was talking about. He
Announcing
has
is
a
really
black
not that
belt.
hard.
He has a black belt in like 10th planet or whatever it's called. So I mean, he's legit. He's under Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo's legit. Eddie Bravo beat like the undefeated Gracie guy. You know what I mean? He knows how to fucking grapple, obviously.
There's not that many people that know how to do it. It's not that hard, but like not many people know how to identify everything and be able to talk
Yeah.
about it in real time. It's
Yeah,
like
Dominic Cruz is another one too. He's really good. He knows his shit really good. I don't know if he's as good as presenting it like Joe and
lately
him.
he's been on fire, man. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is. He's been letting loose. I think he's been
Dominic
doing
does his
shots with
research,
fucking
man. Just
with Keith
does.
Peterson. Him and Keith have just been just doing a couple shots right before the cast.
What's
Smoking
the
2 cigarettes.
relationship like? Keith Peterson, the cigarette and alcohol boy. Is he still talking shit about him?
I don't know. I'd like to look into that. I'd like to see that's we should interview both of them too. So we
Dude,
should
Keith would
do
be awesome. Be like, yeah, yeah, do I fuck with that?
we should get Keith and we should get Dom and we should get like I'd like to get Herb and Dana, but like I'd like to
Every
be like,
time Keith Peterson, I swear, he looks like he's hungover. He had the worst night ever before. He's like,
"Are you ready? Are
yeah,
you ready?
he's all
Are
red
you
faced and
ready?"
shit,
It's like, dude, you
hungover.
how do you sound like that? Did you smoke 10 packs of Newports before you started fucking
Probably smoked for the last 30
officiating
years.
this bout? Are you ready? It's like he sounds like a 60-year-old like lesbian.
I thought Dominic Cruz was hella funny. He's like, smell like cigarettes and alcohol, like bitch. Just because he called your shit when you got flatlined by Cejudo's knee, whatever.
He is my favorite official besides maybe Mark Not So Good or
I like Mark. I like that. I like that other guy a lot. The kid, the guy that looks young. That guy's really good too. Fuck, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? He's
you just like him because he's a young man.
yeah, well that too.
You
But
just
you
wanna
know,
kiss him.
he's good.
Jason Hertog?
Yeah, yeah, him. He never really has
Hertog was a
anything.
fighter, right?
I don't know, but he's really good at reffing, dude.
Yeah, no, he used to be a fighter.
Frank, what's the thing? Twinkle Toes refs now. I seen him.
Twinkle
Frank
Toes.
fucking
Yo,
what's his name? He used to
who
fight Matt Hughes in them back in
who
the
is
day.
the guy that twerks after the fights? I looked this up the other day, and it's like, I can't this
A
guy's a
ref
psych
or a guy,
No,
like a
no, no, he's
fighter.
a fighter, he's a fighter. No, no,
He
no.
twerks, or he's a black
Yeah,
fighter
yeah, 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 yeah.
twerking.
It's a black dude. It's a black
Dang,
guy, and he like gets up. It's like seriously, it's so
is
gay.
that
It's the
hot?
gay.
But is it
It's
good? Like you wanted him to keep doing
it's.
it?
If it was a woman, I'd be like, "Yo, let's
But do you
go."
think he can make money doing it? Like
None,
people would cringe
none
on
of
it
the
so
woman,
hard?
none of the women in the UFC could twerk like him.
Oh
Let's put it like
shit,
that.
dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, they can learn something from him,
Yeah,
dude.
it's good. It's good.
Mm. Made you gay for a second?
No, it made me like,
Oh,
what the
okay.
fuck am I looking at? Like,
Oh, how the fuck are
but
you doing that?
it's like he's good. I'm not gonna lie. He's not bad at it. It's just like I wish it wasn't him. He's
Yeah,
great at it.
you're
Look,
picturing his ass on the female face.
I was fully erect, and that does not mean anything
Ah,
about how I am,
that's
my
all right,
sexual
man. That's
preference or anything
normal.
like that.
Don't worry
No.
about it.
When I see another man twerking after he beats another man to a bloody pulp and chokes him unconscious, that just makes me want to posture myself and show how big my penis is. It's
That
not a
is
gay
true.
thing. I
I
just
do
want to
get the
also
biggest
compare.
hard-ons.
I just want to compare and show everybody that my penis is just as big as theirs.
Like, I wanted to do the north-south position with Chandler after he knocked out Ferguson. I was like, dude, I just want to tackle right now, north-south.
Oh man, I
No
wanted
homo, though.
it took me like 45 minutes to make a Twitter name, and then the first one I got was North Position, and I kind of want to just keep it at that. But
North position.
that's a good
Well,
one.
somebody's the south, though.
That's what I'm saying. So like I had to get two like North Position, South Position, and then just it would have been really really G worded, but I'm
It's
fine
just
with uh not worrying about it.
Is it okay if I smoke weed on the show?
I was smoking.
Uh,
Yeah. It's totally fine. I don't care at all. So here's the like, as long as we're talking, I don't care about the format, and I wanna keep
Yeah.
episodes to about an hour, and then if we think we're gonna talk for more than 1 hour, I want to cut it
You
off
can
and do a
cut it.
premium
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah, you can cut it.
And
Do it
in
like
general, I wanna line us up for that, so we have 1 hour and then 1 hour premium if,
how
like,
long
we're
we been
actually gonna do it
talking?
more than an hour. We can cut
Oh,
it off.
okay.
Anything you wanna promote? Anything? Fucking anything? Anything? Fucking
Yeah, Uncle Muscle's on Twitch. Come
yo,
check
let's
me out.
go. Check out Uncle Muscles on Twitch. That's where it's at. All right, boys
Twitch
and girls.
TV.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon. Let me
Good night.
figure out how to stop this fucking
Good
podcast
night.
now. How do I stop? Auto record off. Stop.
It's a giant
Plus.
square, bud.
Stop. Bam.
That's pretty good. We're just
Oh
bullshitting
no, I
though,
did it in
dude.
the wrong channel. Oh, I just did it to him. Oh, we're still going. It doesn't really matter. I can just cut it off anyway. I'm gonna have to edit it now. I don't think I said anything bad, for the most part.
No, I was the one
Um,
saying bad shit.